For young people in China today, they are only the pause. What do geniuses think about? Lu Xun once described it as climbing and crashing. In today's society, those who truly break through fall into two kinds. One is the king of the grind. The other is the wild deer. The king of the grind needs no explanation. The people better than you work even harder than you, top of the class since childhood, holding leadership in every kind of organization, fluent in multiple languages, overflowing with energy and never seeming to tire. Once employed, they combine wild imagination with fearless execution. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty and push forward with force. Some become big-name mentors willing to harvest leaks. Others become viral influencers who churn out quick-fix tricks. They carve bloody paths through human weakness and mortal flesh, and as for these to paths, Lu Xun had already, in the last era, summed them up in his essay Climbing and Crashing. Through his pen, he captured the cruelty and helplessness of old China. So, compared to today, is Lu Xun outdated? I'll let you decide for yourself. Lu Xun said, climbing has always been the habit of China's ambitious. For example, from childhood you take the county exam, and when grown, you aim for the top scholar's title. The poor must climb, striving to climb to the rank of the rich. The diligent must climb, striving to climb to the status of the master. The funny thing is, although very few actually make it to the top, each one believes that the one who will succeed is himself. Only by feeding this false hope can people quietly keep farming, tending the fields, collecting manure, carrying the burden of a bitter fate, working diligently and frugally, struggling with nature, climbing with all their might. Climb, climb. So many climbing. Yet only one road. Naturally, it's terribly crowded. The honest ones climb according to the rules. Step by steady step. Step by step, climbing by the rules. The clever ones start pushing others aside, knocking them down, stepping on them underfoot, kicking their shoulders and heads, and climbing up. Most people are still just afraid, convinced that their enemies are not above them. The real problem is that the common people's position is too low. They cannot see the heights, so they do not blame the ones who built this ladder to the sky. They blame the others climbing alongside them for taking up their space. Most people endure everything, climbing up step by step, only to be pushed down again. Pushed down, then climbing back up, endless, without stop. It is exhausting. What can be done? Someone behind you suddenly shouts, "Charge!" Your numb legs still trembling. You charge forward. It is far easier than climbing. No need to strain your hands. A good hit means 500,000 silver dollars, 7 lucky paths. Everything is there. One move to change your fate. If you hit poorly, at most you just fall once. So what does that matter? You were already floating on the ground anyway. Besides, some people are just hitting for fun, not afraid of falling at all. Climb a little, roll a little, crash a little, gamble a little. The great wheel of the times rolls forward. Looking at technology, at material things, we have truly changed a lot. Looking at thought, at ideas, I personally feel Lu Xun is still the same Lu Xun. Writing with venom, speaking with cruelty, Mr. Lu Xun abandoned medicine for literature. In his time, studying medicine could not save the Chinese people. In today's era, studying medicine is mainly for getting a government post. It can save individuals. Climbing and crashing are written into the sorrows of ordinary people. If someone says Lu Xun is outdated, perhaps it is because he did not expect that in a great upheaval unseen in a century, today's youth have found another way to live. They no longer climb, no longer crash, but lie peacefully on the mountaintop.